Greetings, greetings. Just waiting for y'all to come on in. Howdy. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing? Where's my UGC crew at? Any of my UGC comrades in here in the house? Where are my UGC girls at? Hey, Rosemary. How you doing, baby girl? Y'all working from home and stuff? That's good. Good, good. It's a blessing that your money hasn't stopped. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all are taking care of yourselves. I hope you are eating right, drinking your water, taking your vitamins, your vitamin C. What else? Oil of oregano, your eucalyptus essential oils. Put a little drop in some water and drink that down. Expands your lungs, keeps your lungs clear. Please get your exercise on. I haven't been to the gym now a couple of weeks, so I've had to resort to doing stuff at home, doing stuff at the park, and I'm almost to the point now of contemplating whether to even keep my gym membership or not. That's where I am with that, because I'm kind of liking what I'm having to resort to now, which is getting back on my yoga mat and diaphragmatic breathing and all this other stuff that I used to do before that I didn't realize that I missed. The gym thing was ego driven, which is nothing wrong with that if it gets you to the gym. But this pandemic and this quarantine forces you to look at things in a less egotistical way, because there's really nobody to impress. Everybody's scared, wondering what they're going to do next, wondering if the job is going to cut them, or if they can go back to a job, or if the man is going to come back, or the woman is going to come back. It's all kinds of stuff going on right now. So people are not really impressed with, for the most part, they're not driven by vanity right now. People are trying to save their lives. People are in survival mode right now. So it's a different thing that draws you to do what you need to do at this time. Totally, totally different thing. You just completed your workout? Wonderful. Wonderful. Get out and get some sun. If you can, wherever you at, if the sun is shining, get some sun on your skin. Get some oxygen on your body. All of that stuff is great for you. And like I said, a lot of people are being more conscious of what they're eating now. Even me, certain things I'm like, okay, can't do that, gotta go back to that, revisit that, implement that. That's where we are now. So to me, there's a lot of good things that are happening out of this quarantine. It's not all bad. Again, as with everything, it's a matter of perspective, but it really isn't all bad. We are just forced to face ourselves, face our bad habits, face our excess, face what we worry about that now we realize don't really matter. Y'all realize so many things you worried about before don't matter anymore. I think that's the joy. That's the gift that this quarantine has given us. And that's what it is. So, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Count it as a blessing. Now, what I will say for a lot of you, because I get the emails, and I feel like, what's the word that I'm looking for? You guys have to take a diet on some of this tragic stuff that you are looking at. A lot of y'all, all day long, you're looking at who died, who caught it, it's just one tragedy after another, and it's making a lot of you depressed. Listen, take a diet from all of that. Kind of, cut it short, or cut it off altogether. Because to me, anything that causes you to be in a mind frame of helplessness is not productive. It's just not. Thank you for your donation, Tracy. It's not. That's all you see. That's all you watch all day long. Who contracted it? How many bodies? The makeshift morgues outside and all this propaganda stuff. People are dying every single day. That's never stopped. That's never changed. Every day. You know how many people die from flu every year? Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people die of the flu every single year. But these things don't make the news. These things don't make the news. The government didn't shut down because of it. People didn't lose their jobs because of it. We didn't have to have food lines and all that kind of stuff because of the flu. But we do because of this, this thing, this patented virus of sorts. Everybody's now worried about 5G. Listen, China is already on to 6G. Do y'all understand that? 6G is already here. Truth be told, 6G is already here. So this whole thing, 5G gonna kill us, and 5G. Listen, we have to learn to adapt. And you have to really focus on the things that you can control. This is something that I talk about all the time on this channel. The things that you can control. You can't control the way people feel about you, but you can control the way you feel about yourself. You can control your habits. You can control what you put in your mouth. You can control who you screw. You can control what company you keep. You can control what you read, what you watch, what you wear. You can control those things. And for some reason, we like to live and wallow in helplessness. The salaciousness of helplessness is so tantalizing. It's so seductive to feel helpless, because then you have an excuse. Because then you have an out. Then you can feel good about being a loser. This is why we like the helplessness. Oh, we're all gonna die. Oh my God, they're gonna do this and they're gonna do that. You worried about dying and you eating high salted potato chips. You're screwing men you don't know without condoms. You're drinking alcohol and doing all kind of drugs, and you worried about a 5G tower? $5G is going to take you out? You're on medication now for stuff that's lifestyle induced. Meaning if you just change your habits, you wouldn't even need the medication. And you're worried about a 5G tower? We're worried about the wrong thing. Stop focusing on things you cannot control. Stop focusing on things you cannot control. That is what will empower you. Focusing on things that you can control will empower you. Not trying to convince somebody that you're beautiful when you're not. Hello, where UGC at? Where's my Ugly Girls Club members at? for me. We're going to get to the point in this video in a second. You cannot control if somebody's attracted to you or not. You can't control whether someone likes you or not. And as women in general, we spend too much time, too much energy seeking approval from people who would rather give us nothing, who would rather use us, who see us as subhuman in the first place. And it's like, well, you know, and the point is we're just going around in circles. We're going around in circles. You want to be liked and you want to be loved. And what do I say? You got to love yourself first. But y'all think, well, I got to be beautiful to love myself. I got to be pretty in order to love myself. I got to have people think that I think I'm pretty in order for them to think that I love myself, and then I'm going to love myself. If they think I'm pretty, if they think that I think that I'm pretty, then they'll think that I have self-esteem, and somehow I'll actually have self-esteem. Round and round in circles, the hamster wheel. It's a hamster wheel going nowhere. Nowhere. And the irony of it is, and the gag of it is that everything that you can control will make you a better woman. Everything that you can actually control, like what you put in your mouth, whether you exercise or not, whether you wash your behind twice a day, you know, whether you read or do your hobbies or create or whatever it is, will actually make you an exceptional woman. But no, you're waiting on the right crowd to just say you're all right the way you are. Well, you know, I just got to get around people who accept me for who I am. Where is that? Where is that? If you do not accept you, where's the crowd that will accept you? How do you even quantify? How do you even experience someone else's acceptance of you if you don't have any within to begin with? How do you know quality if you don't treat yourself well? How do you know a good person if you're not good to you? That's just it. Y'all like up the stream while I'm talking, please. Help the channel out. Help me. A like is free. No strings attached to it. Just show your appreciation for me. And I'd appreciate you for doing that. For those of you who are on here for the first time, I am a Renaissance woman. I'm an artist, an author, a poet, a relationship expert, a spiritual advisor, life coach, and medicine woman. And I'm here for millennial women in particular, but all women respectively, to service a segment of the population of women who are deemed unattractive, both figuratively and literally, to give us a voice, to give us tools so that we can extract some self-confidence and some I'm worthy of the air that I breathe for myself. We don't discuss, or should I say, the mode in which I tackle this thing, which is saying that, you know, if you're ugly, just say it with your chest, is unpopular because there's a lot of shame around women and this thing called attractiveness. We harbor a lot of shame, and we don't want somebody to think that we think poorly of ourselves. And if we say that we're ugly, then automatically someone is going to think that we think poorly of ourselves. And it has nothing to do with that. It's just about telling the truth. For a lot of us, it's just about accepting the truth, telling the truth as it is, and moving on, and realizing that, listen, my life and how God has fashioned me in this skin suit has taught me that I need to pull a rabbit out of a hat. That my selling point isn't the way that I look, and that's perfectly fine with me. Because it doesn't diminish what I expect from you. It doesn't diminish what I expect from myself. It doesn't diminish the fact that I'm going to demand to be protected and provided for, nurtured and cared about the same way that I give is what I want to get. But a lot of women can't affirm that. If you don't look good, you can't affirm, you can't expect, and this is society's conditioning of us. And no other YouTuber will talk about it this way because every woman wants everyone to know that she is pretty, that she feels pretty, because she connects that to having some sort of high self-esteem. And y'all all know, and we all know them, plenty of women who look fantastic on the outside. Fantastic on the outside. And they're just one pill away from needing medication to stave off suicidal thoughts. One insult away from jumping off a bridge when she's well put together. So over here at UGC, the Ugly Girls Club, for those of y'all don't know what UGC is, we divest from the need for you to feel that we're attractive. Because we understand, the UGC girls, the real ones, understand that compliments are very hollow at best, and they're usually stated so that someone can get access to us emotionally. There's really no value in a compliment. The value is in the action. The value is in the action, not the compliment. And ugly girls need to understand this thing. We need to see things beneath the surface. We need to challenge people beneath the surface. Why do we need to go underneath what the skin, the outer shell? Because nobody does that for us. Nobody does that for us. They go, oh, you're ugly, so I'm going to treat you badly. I don't care how nice you are. And because you've experienced this your whole life, your whole entire life, you understand that, man, if they'd have just got to know me, I got gold underneath this skin. If they'd have just took the time to really get to know me as a person, they will see how much I had to offer. Isn't that what you say? So because you are misjudged, you understand you don't judge a book by its cover. And that means looks, compliments, and anything that isn't correlated with a direct action has no value. None. That's what you learn here at UGC. You can level up all you want. As I said, there's room for that. There's a need for that because some of y'all don't pluck your chin here, and there's certain things you struggle with, hygiene and all that stuff. Unfortunately, we still need education on how to wash, how to wash the hind parts. So there's usefulness and getting the outer shell together. But I don't deal with that. I don't deal with any of that. There's better women to cover that. I'm here totally going on the psychological, emotional, psychological level of all this thing. The reason why you feel helpless, hopeless, depressed, anxiety, and diminished around other women and diminished around men that you like. There's a reason why you chase men who don't want you. That's a pathology. Yeah, and you're looking to be abused. A lot of ugly girls just look to be abused. That's why you get into one relationship after another that does not satisfy you. He doesn't treat you the way you want. You were looking for that. You were looking for what was familiar. We look for what's familiar to us. We're all on a program. We're all on a program, and if you want a different result, you have to break the program. You have to break the program. And that's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do. And really, it's easier to add on to your program than actually break what you already know. You want to add on so much to your plate that you forget how ditzy you are and how much you tend to gravitate towards toxic relationships and toxic things and all that kind of stuff. You want to add on to your plate so much that you forgot those other negative traits about yourself that are always going to be there. That's what you need to do. You need to, in order to break the spell, you have to cast a bigger one. I've said this on this channel before. That's the only way to break a spell, and we are all under a spell. The only way to break it is to cast a bigger spell. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Just having a conversation with my 21-year-old son. I'm trying to get him to watch this live. He can learn a few things. All right. Well, thanks for sharing. I hope you all are sharing the content here. It's not just for yourselves. It's for any young woman you know that's struggling with being a misfit in society, not having a voice, not understanding, her place in the world and what she's entitled to. Because all we do is listen to, okay, if they're doing it, if 10 people are doing it, then I should do it too. That's what most women are, just unimaginative, very much herd mentality. You're only going to do it if your girlfriend does it too. That hurts us in the end. And if you're already a misfit, you can't afford to be latched on to people. And really, by right and by design, how you've come into the world and how your physical body is set up. You're set up to be a leader. You're set up to be a loner. You're set up to follow your own path. If you're a misfit, you're on the outside anyway. You're already on the outside. So what do you do when you're on the outside? Do you keep knocking on the door? Please let me in. Do you keep knocking on the door for them to let you in? Or do you create your own path? A lot of y'all miss all that sugary goodness of loneliness. When you can create your own path, your own lane. You keep knocking on the door year after year. Let me in, let me in. And if they manage to let you in, guess what you're going to be? You're going to be the girl that holds the coats, the girl that watches the drinks, the girl that gives her the alibi, the girl they borrow money from that they don't give back, the girl that they set up to get used and played by boyfriends, the girl that gets killed. That's what you are. When you force yourself into these spaces where you're not wanted, you become the patsy. You become the footstool. You're the one tying everybody's shoelaces and wiping tears out of their eyes, but you can't get anybody else's assistance on the same level and the intensity that you give. That's what happens when you beg. And I don't care who you're begging from, or who you're begging to. That's anytime you're on some kind of beg, it's servitude you're going for. You're not going for equality. If you're going into it, please accept me. You're going into whatever that relationship is, whether it be friendship with girls or friendship with guys. You're going into it as a subordinate. You're going into it with the unverbalized agreement that you are primed to be used. We don't need that. We don't need that. But again, if you just come right out and say, well, I have a deficit in the way that I look, people automatically, or you assume that people will automatically think, well, it's a calling card for them to use you. And nothing could be further from the truth. When you state the truth, you take all of this steam. They have no more steam left in their own sail. Do you understand that? When you just state the truth and address the elephant in the room, the pink elephant is in the room. You call the elephant pink because it's pink. What do they have after that? How are they going to affirm you if you don't need to be affirmed? And if you don't need to be affirmed, how can a person use you? Because in order for me to use you, you have to think that I have something that you need. You have to think that I am better than you. If I affirm you, then I am better than you. If I'm the source of your affirmation, then I'm better than you. If you take that off the table, then how is a person going to use you? How? Women are used and abused and manipulated because of this thing called vanity every single day and twice on Sunday. And this is whether you're good looking or not. Whether you're attractive or not, women get played with this thing called vanity. And this is why we get to the point of this video, because I just saw footage of a celebrity couple. And y'all know who it is because it's trending right now. I'm not going to say no names. Where the woman expressed that she didn't necessarily want to be single anymore, but she wanted to experience her relationship with her husband as a single woman, because when she was single, she got phone calls just because, kisses on her neck while she was scrambling eggs, a lot of impromptu, unscripted, romance for the most part. And she basically stated she did the Aisha Curry thing, where she wanted to feel wanted, and she missed feeling wanted in a relationship. She missed that whole, I guess, steamy, whatever it is, romance and all that kind of stuff. Listen, ladies, what do I always tell y'all on this channel about relationships? They plateau. You go up here. At first, you're up here. You clawing each other, you screwing each other every day, and you can't get enough. And everything is a wow moment. You pick up trash. You put trash in the garbage. He's going wow. Everything is a wow. And then it starts to decline. Relationships, and we call it settling in, getting comfortable. We have nice little cute, cuddly names for it. But it's really complacency, and a lot of times boredom. The whole comfortable stage is, okay, I know you, you know me, I know what you do, I know you got about 3 strokes, then you hop off, or you flip around, or what, you know each other. So it's a familiarity blindness that happens that's unavoidable in relationships. It's unavoidable. You're not going to be able to avoid it. I told y'all, every woman goes through a stage where she's the vixen. She goes from virgin to vixen to mother, then crone, and listen, you can't. There's no escaping it. Once you become a mother, the whole vixen thing it's a harder sell. It's a harder sell. No matter how cute you are, it's a harder sell. Because you're wearing another hat. You're wearing another hat. I know we are women, and women are telling other women you can have it all, and all you got to do is pole dance a little bit and get this yoni egg and juggle a couple of yoni eggs in your vaginal canal, and he'll love you forever. A first time is a first time because it's a first time. You can't get a first time a second time or a third time. What Sade said, it's never as good as the first time. It's never as good as the first time. And that's what she said. And it's true. It's never going to be like the first time, and women need to stop chasing this first time stuff. It's over. It's over. So another sister humiliates her husband on national TV. basically saying in so many words, she said she wants to be single again. I know people will interpret it all kinds of ways, but she basically said she said, I don't necessarily want to be single. Now, when she put the caveat, the necessarily part, I'm like, I don't know if anybody caught that. I'm not buying it. Because if you really were convicted about, listen, I don't want to be single, you say that. Listen, I don't want to be single. I just want to do what we did when we were dating. You say, I don't necessarily want to be single, meaning I haven't really worked it out all the way. I kind of do, but I'm trying to say it in a diplomatic way that I really want to be single. Y'all. And why would a woman humiliate her husband on national TV by telling the world that she's not satisfied with him? Vanity! Vanity! Okay? If the dude is paying the bills and he right there with you, y'all hustling together, he right there with you. I never heard about the dude dipping out on you or anything like that. You just saying he ain't coming up behind you squeezing your butt while you scrambling eggs? You complaining because the dude don't grab your behind while you scrambling eggs no more? And he'd be wrong if he said, well, listen, you know, your booty don't look like it did 15 years ago. So I ain't really pressed to grab nothing like that. I ain't really pressed to grab it. I done seen it before. It don't really look like it did 10 years ago. So there's that. If he'd have said that, all women would have been all in this uproar. How could you do that? How could you disrespect her like that and disrespect her like that and all that? When are we going to learn? If you tired, he tired too. And men get tired real quick. Real quick. And this couple here, the dude's kind of cute. He ain't bad looking. He looks very well kept. Like somebody embalmed his ass, because he look about the same that he did 20 years ago himself. And there'll be plenty of chicks going, hey, now she done made her own relationship a target. Listen, you celebrity women, I don't know if there's any celebrity women that watch my channel, and it probably is. Stop using your relationship to entertain people. Because all it is entertainment at the end of the day. You got problems, the person to talk to about that is your husband. If you're not satisfied, the person to talk to about that is him. And I know there's others be like, well, you know, I appreciate her realness and her realness. No, you don't. You appreciate the fact that she's suffering because you don't feel so bad about your own self. That's what you appreciate. Oh, she got problems too? Oh, girl, you're so brave. And you like, yes. Light-skinned chick got problems too? Yes. That's really what women are. They high-fiving each other like, yeah, she ain't got it good either, girl. We winning out here. We ain't doing too bad. That's all that you're gonna get out of putting your relationship on Front Street for everybody to scrutinize. Now you got every backwater, every dumpster, every chick behind the dumpster is peeking out like, oh, Kojo might need a little friend right now. Oh, I said his name. I didn't mean to say his name. Damn. Whatever. Every chick now is looking at their relationship like it's fair game. Do not do that. For what? For likes? For hearts and likes? On a damn Facebook Live or something like that? Now everybody know you on shaky ground? What do you accomplish there? You made your man look like a fool. You made your man look like a fool. We don't get it. We don't get it. You're not going to get a first time, a second time. You're just not. And we got to come to conclusions about all of that. And what relationships eventually come to is like you become either mother or father or brother and sister. That's what all really. If you're with somebody long enough, he's sort of like your father, or your relative, a brother, or something like that. It's not this lust fest thing. It's just not going to be that. Now, I'm not saying you can't take moments out where you go, you know what, we're going to go on vacation and we're going to do the girlfriend boyfriend thing. We're going to role play or whatever it is on this vacation. We're going to take time away from work, time away from the kids, time away from the responsibilities, and it's just going to be you and me. I think relationship, you should do that. You should do that. But to expect that, I don't know, every day, like in the times when you were dating, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic, and neither of y'all are in the same headspace. I can only imagine what he doesn't say that he would like to have. But men don't have a right to express those things. We drag them through the mud, don't we? If he'd have come on national TV and said, I don't really like intimacy with my wife no more, it's boring now. She's boring, she don't do nothing new. She kind of dry down there now, the premenopause kicking in, it's dried out. If he'd have said something like that, he'd have get drugged. He'd have been called insensitive, unappreciative, all kinds of names. But women get a pass for this nonsense. Women get a pass for this nonsense. And you put your whole you put it out there. Now your relationship is a soap opera. Now your relationship is a soap opera. And the women that are saying, "Oh, I'm so happy you did that." They happy that you did it. Not because you've helped them heal anything. It's because women love to see other women down. Now you reduced yourself to every common woman's problems. Now she doesn't feel bad about the fact that her man don't want her. Now every chick who man don't want her don't feel bad no more because you, which is the epitome of beauty, is suffering the same problems. But didn't I tell y'all before that a pretty girl problem is an ugly girl problem too? Y'all seem to think, y'all seem to think it's some sort of magic going on with certain individuals, and everyone has the same issues. Every woman has the same issues. I want to feel beautiful, and the woman is quote unquote beautiful. Like what? How much more do you want to feel? You don't know you're beautiful. Like what is it? The dude is right there. What do you need? What do you need? Women ruin relationships because of vanity, lust, and this and the feeling, the need to be craved and wanted, and not even so much loved, because I'm sure this guy loves her. I'm sure he loves her, and that's not enough. You want to feel, the passion, the craving, the reckless abandon, and all that kind of stuff that you felt in the beginning of a relationship. You can't get a first time a second time. That's just what it is. His wife says she misses the girlfriend phase where her husband actively pursued her, giving her neck kisses and all that stuff. Don't everybody, and I'm sure he misses that hungry phase too. Maybe she went down on him without asking. Maybe he don't get that no more. Maybe he don't get impromptu head washes anymore like he did when they were dating too. The point is, the transitions are made. And nothing is helpless if two people want to work at it. But you don't say, you don't go on national TV or social media and say, I wish I was single, to the point of wishing you were single again because you don't get any neck kisses no more. Oh Lord. And then if you drop him and you get with the next dude, he'll give you neck kisses for a good year or so, and then he ain't kissing you no more. And then he tired of looking at you. And then he wants something new. Ask Beyonce about that. Ask Halle Berry about that. Ask Gabrielle Union about that. Ask anybody. Ask Tamar Braxton about that. She experiencing that now. It's unavoidable, y'all. No matter how much of a baddie you are, it's unavoidable. Familiarity, blindness is a thing. It is a thing. And you got to get your vanity in check. In check. We equate so much value in this, if I'm not wanted, then I'm nothing. Then you're nothing. It's a mess out here. Some calls both sides out. I agree with you. If he was the one saying all hell would break loose. Yeah, and we just, it wouldn't be nice. We wouldn't treat him nice at all. Y'all celebrities need to know what to say. Back in the day, celebrities had publicists and people that they had to consult with before they said certain things. Now with social media, there's no break. There's no chain of command. There's nobody to ask, is this appropriate? Is this not? And people just say what they want to say because they're keeping it real. And it's like, it was sad to see that. It was sad to see that. Because I'm like, now you let the wolves out. And now every little hop and drop, broke foot, chin razor stubble asshole is going to be out here like, hey, to your dude. You accomplished nothing there. You accomplished nothing. You show people you're insecure. People know now for a fact you're insecure about yourself and your relationship. That's all that was accomplished there. You celebrities, stop doing this. Stop taking your relationship to social media. Especially if you got a husband. He ain't your boyfriend, that's your husband. Keep it sacred. Keep it sacred. That should have been a therapy session in an office somewhere with somebody with a plaque on the wall, graduate degree, licensing, and all that stuff to keep that contained in four walls. It's all about a look. He doesn't think I'm beautiful anymore. Oh, Lord have mercy. You say you don't like posting things on social media. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Social media is like it's like a black hole. It's a cesspool. You gotta yank your own chain because it's so easy to get sucked in to wanting to be affirmed by strangers, by people who don't even know you. By people who don't even know. I got a support system online. Support by who? Somebody behind a keyboard licking hot Cheeto crumbs off their fingers and scratching their nutsack? Support from who? Who? There will be a time in a relationship where You're not as attractive as you were in the beginning, and he probably won't be as attractive as he was in the beginning either. But it becomes a relationship that's not driven by superficialities. It's driven by actual care and concern for one another. Care and concern. What? Why don't we value that? Why don't we value that? A dude got to be clawing all over you to express love? Especially if you've been together 20 years. I don't even know how long this couple been together. I'm assuming it's almost 20 years. I'm assuming. After that point, what I got to still prove to you that I love you and I'm here? I don't get it. I don't get it. Listen, every man that you're going to get with, if you're single now, the next man that you get with, year one is going to be fantastic. He's going to be enamored by all of your talents and skills and pleasantly surprised at everything you do because it's new. And year two is, he's going to hang around. You're going to get comfortable. He's going to get comfortable. And it's just not going to be there's nothing about you that's going to be a surprise by year two. So you get into a groove. You get into a groove. By year three, if not by year two, we just, I'm being, I don't know, I'm giving you extra months here. But by year three, he definitely wants to screw somebody else. And I'm really being generous here because really it's after 6 months. 6 to 12 months he wants to screw somebody else. Generally. So I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You gotta value yourself. You gotta value you. This proves that a lot of people are not happy in relationships. Celebrities are not. Yes, a lot of people are not happy in relationships because we are under a lot of delusions and illusions about relationships in general. And when men say women are never happy, they're right. they are right. Women are never satisfied. The dude could be home every night paying all the bills, but he doesn't look at me like he wants me. He's taking care of you. But I'm saying he doesn't stare at me like he used to. He doesn't screw me all night long. And you don't ride the D all night long neither. You with your bad knees. Your bad knees, you ain't getting up on no D all night long like you used to neither. So come on now. Come on now. How does Selkis know that? How do I know what? How do I know what? What do I know? What do I know? I'm talking in general here about, us as women just, it doesn't pay for us to be superficial, y'all. It don't matter how cute you are, a dude gonna want somebody else. It doesn't matter how cute you are. A dude gonna want somebody else. He will. It don't matter how sloppy your head is and how much bills you pay and how many pretty children you give him. He gonna want somebody else. So get over it. You need to get on. Don't be afraid of that. Don't measure your worth on whether how many times a week he want to sleep with you or not. Listen, after a year, he don't want to sleep with you no more. After the first year, he want to sleep with your sister, your auntie, your mother. I'm just saying. We need to get our head out the clouds about all of this stuff. Get your head out the cloud about all of this stuff. Don't jump off a bridge. Don't, don't pill pop because a dude looking somewhere else. This is what men do. Mr. Wright's in the house. Hey. This is what men do. So there's nothing you can do about that. Y'all be taking these pole dances and all this stuff. You're getting vaginal reconstruction surgery, all kind of, I don't know, lubricants and herbs and spices, trying to keep a dude eye at home. And the irony of it is that your worry about him leaving usually drives men away faster. When you become insecure, you become not a captivating woman to be around. An insecure woman is not a nice woman to be around. I'm just saying. You always wonder where he's looking at. He starts not to want to look at you. I'm just saying. Y'all, now listen. You know how I feel about cheating. I think it's the most disgusting thing anybody could ever do in a relationship is bring somebody else's body fluids into your bedroom and into your body, because this is what happens. He's going there and he's scraping the insides of another woman's walls, getting all of her snot, all of her tissue cells, all of her DNA, all of her bacteria, her dandruff, her urine, her snot, all of that. He's scraping all of that into his urethra. All of her bugs are going inside of his urethra, and then he's coming home to skeet all of that into you. It's the most disgusting thing ever. But people do it. Okay? The vag juices are swapped every day and twice on Sunday. People do it. But y'all, I don't want you to worry. You don't need to worry about that. Because a lot of y'all push men into leaving you prematurely or going off and finding something else because of your fear and anxiety over him leaving and going somewhere else. You got to be cool about this thing so that you can remain an exciting woman. An unexciting woman is a woman who is jealous and insecure. That's a very unexciting woman. A very predictable woman. A woman he ain't gotta do much for, but just be home. Don't worry about what men do. Have your contingency plan. If you're the kind of chick that's like, listen, all bets are off if you cheat on me. I got a lawyer on retainer just in case. Then you do that. You handle all of that. But if you're one of them chicks that you know you ain't going nowhere if he do, then what the worrying part is gonna make you not a nice woman to be around. It's gonna make the situation, it's gonna make your relationship stale. It's gonna make it real stale. Thank you for the donation, Joe. My mother today, she's been, wait, I can't, hold on. Let me put my spectacles on. She's been divorced for 2 years after 26 years of marriage. The man she met works at Aaron's and started treating her like shite after 2 months. He's 53. Any advice for someone that thinks it's over? So your mother is 47. She's been divorced for two years after 26 years of marriage. The man she met works at Aaron, started treating her. So wait a minute. So your mom is in a intimate relationship with a dude that works at Aaron's only 2 years after a 26-year marriage? Well, I would say it's not over, but I think that was kind of quick. Kind of quick. Now, how long has she been with the dude from Aaron's? Yeah, I thought Aaron's went out of business. I thought Aaron's merged with didn't they merge with Michael's? If I'm not mistaken. If he's still working at Aaron's. How long has your mom been with this guy? "26 years of marriage, you have to get yourself reacquainted with the world. That's a whole lifetime of being sheltered away from reality, let's say. But I'd like to know how long she's been with this guy from Aaron's. Where are you going? The next man is going to cheat too. She wanted to dig. Yeah, I guess she did. I guess she did. Listen, when you're hungry like that, what they say, don't go to the grocery store when you're hungry. You pick up the first thing. It sounds like she picked up the first thing that smiled to her after her divorce. That's what it sounds like. My parents were married that long, now divorced, still act married. Wait, your parents were married, got divorced, and they still act like they married? So what they get divorced for? She said 2 months. They've been together 2 months. Your mom should not have been opening her legs for no dude 2 months in. 2 months? Oh, Lord. Your mommy was supposed to sit on that cat for at least a year or so. Date several people. She went from a 26-year marriage into another so-called serious relationships. 2 months. The dude getting the taste. Smell your crotch 2 months in? No. Tell your mom that was a mistake. It's not over. She was too hungry. She was too anxious. Mom should be dating several men at a time and not intimate with anybody. She should just be enjoying being wined and dined by several guys. 2 years is a long time for what? To be single? She could have dated. She could have dated, but she didn't have to be intimate. You don't be intimate because you got to get over emotionally. You've been with somebody 26 years. You got baggage. You got baggage that ain't gonna wash away in 2 years. So maybe 3 years they've been together. Wait a minute. Okay, your mother's been with this guy for 3 years? Somebody said 2 months, so it's 3 years. So how long after your mother got divorced did she start the relationship with the guy that works at Aaron's? Which is another thing of its own right there. Because a cashier at a craft shop, that's a whole nother thing. I guess she was just lonely. But she could have dated. Tell your mother, close her legs and just date for right now. Have great conversations. Allow men to she needs to experience men. She needs to get acclimated to the dialogues and the things, the nuances, the things that they say and the things that they do. Because all she's known for 26 years is one dude. She needs to relearn the language out here. They met during divorce proceedings. She met him during if they met during divorce proceedings, then she got straight into that relationship right after the ink dried on the divorce, it sounds like. Somebody took advantage of her. She was emotionally vulnerable. And the dude at the craft store took advantage. He took advantage. During a divorce proceeding, I don't even understand what kind of headspace you're in to actually be talking to anybody else like about anything serious. Because it had to be serious talk. It had to be serious talk. Yeah, he saw an easy mark. He saw an easy mark. He saw a wounded woman, a wounded, insecure woman. She probably told him too much of her business, which is what women do. Told him all what I don't know if this is your dad we're talking about or whoever she divorced for 26 years, but she probably shared with him all of the family business, every single thing, and he took advantage. Aaron's is a furniture appliance rental. Not that that's any better, but somebody asked, did she give him money? Did your mom give this guy money? Did she get money? I don't think she got money. She probably gave money. I hope she didn't move him in. Did she move him into the house? I think my words of encouragement try to introduce her to some other men. She may be receptive if she has someone else to go to. I really think she needs to just have nice conversations, coffee dates, movie dates, coffee dates, go to an observatory or whatever, go dancing one night, depending on who likes to dance, and just enjoy company right now. It doesn't have to really be anything. It shouldn't be anything right now. 26 years, you can't wash that off in 2 years. You can't wash off 26 years in 2 years. Not a woman. Not a woman. Not a faithful woman. If your mother was a faithful woman, 26 years ain't washing off right away. She doesn't want to be alone. I get it. I get it. Who wants to be alone? But you want somebody. I'm assuming she would want a serious relationship, because judging from what her daughter is saying, she's kind of devastated that whatever this situation was with this guy didn't work out. So she was hoping for, her goal was a meaningful relationship. She should try meetup groups for socializing and adventures. Yeah, that sounds nice. Do adventures, and you got to get out. You don't have to be lonely. This billions of people in the world wanting company. You don't have to be lonely, but you don't have to tie yourself down prematurely either. You got to get to know the man that you're with. It takes time. There shouldn't be no rush in that. No rush. If you don't want anything serious, then it doesn't matter. But if you do, and you're a middle-aged woman, no, you can't afford any hypotheticals when you middle-aged. Wait and see, we'll see. A dude got to put his cards on the table, like right away. Thank you, Mr. Wright. At my age, most men I encounter are divorced and are trying to get married again. They are a good company for music concerts. Well, there's a lot of people in general that just don't, they don't like the idea of marriage now. I think the climate of society in general is not supportive of marriage in general. And this is male and female. Although, you know, brothers are very vocal about what's the point of it all. And this celebrity couple and what the lady expressed about her marriage in an open forum on social media just gives them more fuel for just give the MGTOW dudes more study cases, more cases for their cause to turn their backs on marriage and women altogether. This is all the fuel that they need, you know, and everything they say about it is right. I don't even have an argument against it. We just are not satisfied. We are too superficially driven. Too superficially driven. You know, you want excitement, but if the dude ain't excited with you, then something's wrong with him. Something wrong with him, but you ready to tell the world, you know, my dude ain't enough. You know, my dude don't excite me. But if the shoe is on the other foot, we got all this vitriol and all this condemnation for men who claim, well, you know, you just don't do it for me no more. How does that work? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. She should go to a retreat and relax. That sounds good. She met him at Kroger's. He said he was in sales. At a marketing firm. Oh, no, he didn't. He said he was in sales at a marketing firm and a day trader. Turned out after he moved in. He moved in. He moved in. Wait, what? Turns out after he moved in, he moved from his fiance's house. She came and took her car from him. That's when we learned his lies. Hamburger! Lord, Lord, Lord. Woo! I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad for mom. Listen, tell your mom it is not over. We have con artists out here. We have scammers out here. We have men who are looking for a place to stay. There's a whole lot of them out here. And how you present yourself is what determines the results of things, right? A newly divorced woman who states she's newly divorced is a target. Is a target. There are certain things that I've told y'all before. When you are dating or getting to know a man, there's certain things you don't reveal right away. You want to see his personality first before you start getting into how many kids you got, where you went to school, what kind of nightmares you have, how many men you screwed, you know, I don't know, whatever it is, all the personal stuff that you like to get out the way on the first date, you need to ride it out. You need to wait it out before you start getting into all of that personal stuff. You see him as a person, as the individual that he is. The individual, what his character traits are, because that's what you're marrying into. That's what you are marrying yourself into, his character. His character. You telling him all your business is not going to make him like you anymore. It's not going to change his character. Character doesn't change. That's all you want to see. That's all you want to see. You gotta wait all that stuff out. A newly divorced woman, and you telling the dude, "Well, I just got out of a 26-year marriage." He looking at you like, "Oh, I'm gonna f the shit out of you, and make you fall in love with me." That would be his whole mission. I'm venting. I dropped off her cake and told her loudly that he couldn't have any, and we started arguing. Oh no. Y'all arguing over there over cake? So hold up now. Is the dude still there? Hamburger. Is your mother still with the dude? Is she still with him? Is that what's going on? Jess said it's hard to get rid of men that are homeless. They have nowhere to go. Wow. So he had a whole fiance. He said he was a day trader and worked for a marketing firm. And your mom took her car back from him. So he's a day trader, worked at a marketing firm and didn't have no car. Because you said your mom took her car back from the dude and had no car. Y'all gotta wait people out. Close your crotch. Sew up your crotch like they do in some parts of Africa. You know where they sew up the girls' crotches and stuff out there. That labia surgery where they sew the cervix, they sew everything up. You need to sew up your crotches. Sew up your crotches, man. You gotta wait it out. The vagina is the last thing a dude get from you. It's gotta be the last thing a dude get from you. Cause if he's serious if he's serious, he'll wait. If he ain't serious, dudes will bail quick when they all about the crotch. They bail quick. They don't hang around long. A man who ain't got nothing to offer can't hang around long. He got to get you to fall in love with him quick. Y'all don't understand that? A dude with nothing got to get you to fall in love with him quick. And what's the quickest way for a dude to get you to fall in love with him if he ain't got nothing? To fuck the shit out of you. Hello? That's the way he's going to get you to love him. He's going to bang your cervix into next week. He going to get up in the undercuff. He gonna touch the underside of your cervix. That's what he gonna do. He gonna touch all the parts. Your husband 26 years in, your husband's dick couldn't reach it. He reaching all the way to the back. He giving you, he pulling out dick from behind his balls. Okay? He giving you 2 more inches just because he ain't got nothing else to offer. That's what a dude with no money gonna do. He gonna fuck the shit out of you. Literally. Literally. Your bed sheet's gonna be all splattered with shit. He gonna use his dick as an enema inside your ass. That's what a dude with no money gonna do. That's what you gotta hold out. You got to hold out. You want to know if a dude's sincere? Close your legs. Close them. That's how you know. Well, how do I know if he likes me? Close your legs. And you'll know. You'll know. If he can't talk about nothing else besides sex, then you know what you're dealing with. If he don't get excited about nothing else outside of the prospect of fucking you, then you know what you're dealing with. Then you know what he's there for. I'm thinking about pulling up when my husband gets home. She has 7 kids and we've been done with him. What? Who has seven? Your mother has, who has 7 kids? Now I'm lost. You said she has 7 kids and we've been done with him? Who has 7 kids? Lord have mercy. Badass trucking. Thank you for the donation. Lord, can that story get any worse? No, it was his fiance's car. She came. Oh, the fiance. So he was driving his fiance's car, and the fiance came and took the car. Ooh. Yo. You know something? And I know it's far-fetched, and you'd be hard-pressed to get somebody to agree with it. But I think some of y'all need to be talking to these guys, their exes. If you could cross-reference and ask the ex some questions about him, that would be good. That would be good. I actually a guy that had liked me at one time. I asked him, I said, he was talking all this stuff about what he do and what he got and all that stuff. I'm like, well, who could vouch for you? Is there an ex-girlfriend I could talk to? Is your ex gonna vouch for all this stuff you say you do and you got? And the dude was bowling up. He did a 3-way right there and called his ex. And I talked to her on 3-way. Like, okay, dude say da 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 da. Is it da 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 da? And she said, well, it's da da, but it ain't da 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 da. He a little da da over here, but he ain't da 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 da. I'm like, oh, okay. So the da 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 wasn't all that. No, it wasn't da 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 da. Sometimes it was, but most times it wasn't. And she was really upfront. And we wound up talking and exchanging numbers afterwards, and come to find out, well, she still wanted to be with him, but she gave me the whole tea, and a bitch went running like, oh hell nah, nah. Thank you for this wonderful friendship. Thank you for the she gave me the whole tea. I'm like, y'all can have this. Y'all can have this. But I think, in all fairness, he was receptive to that because he wanted the polygamy thing. So, it was that part. He actually thought it was something gonna go down with that. Little loopy there. So that's why he encouraged us to talk to each other. And after she gave me the tea, I'm like, you with the devil's spawn right now. You could have that. You could have that, buddy. But if y'all could talk to some of these exes, it would behoove if you're with somebody who got a baby mama, because some of y'all with some dudes that got a baby mama, invite her out to dinner. Invite the baby mama out to dinner. Say, listen, I ain't your enemy, and I really want us to have a an understanding with one another, and I just want to invite you out my dime, just so we could talk. I just want to know from a woman's perspective what I have to look forward to here, what I'm getting into, and I just want to invite you out, my treat, drinks on me, come and let's fellowship and let's just talk, because I want to make the right decision, and I respect your opinion. If you are dealing with a dude with baby mamas, invite the baby mama out to save yourself some time. Save yourself some time. She may lie about some things, but you might hear the one thing you need to hear that's the deal breaker. You might hear that. What she tell you that's the truth, it might be one thing in there that's the truth. That's the whole fucking deal breaker right there. No, don't expect that. But you want to hear, if you're a good listener, you hear what you need to hear. You hear what you need to hear, because it ain't gonna be a whole hour full of lies. It's gonna be some truth in there. And you're gonna have to pick sense from nonsense, according to my mother. You have to pick sense from nonsense. Right? Pick and choose what might be right and what might be wrong. My ex wouldn't let me meet his baby mama. That's the first sign to run. That is the first sign to run. Because if he was all of that, then it wouldn't be no thing. It wouldn't be no thing. If he's refusing, and y'all supposed to be in a relationship, in a serious relationship with each other, that's, to me, that's a flag. There's something there that's being hid. A lot of these dudes are still screwing with their baby mamas, so there's that part. There's that part. The ex might be overly truthful if she don't want you with him. It don't matter. That's a chance you take. That's a chance you take. You're going to hear. I just expect to hear emotionally driven comments, but also expect to hear some truth. If you approach her with respectfully, and this is not me trying to do anything underhanded. It's me trying to make the best decision for myself and my life. And listen, I know you're going to be a part of it in some kind of way. And I just want to know, sister to sister, what do I have to look forward to? What did you experience? What could he have done differently with you? What are the things that you saw in him that you think he's not going to change? Like, you ask the questions. You ask the questions. If I was rich, I'd consider background check or private detective. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing. There's this dude that I had liked one time that was a private detective. Yo, their jobs be wild. The stuff that they have to surveillance. Shit. So that's a thing. My love, you're wasting your time. Her mama has low self-worth. She's too old for that. Who's wasting their time? Who has baby mamas? She thinks she can't start over. She's just settling. Your mother, if you're still here, Joe, your mother can start over. She just needs to approach it with a sense of calm and take her time to get to know these men and not be so anxious to go to bed with them and believe what they say, because men are liars and all that kind of stuff. Men lie. Men just lie. So you date, you wait them out, you see what they're willing to do and how long they're willing to do it, if they're consistent or not, over a long period of time, and then you make a decision on whether you want to be serious with them or not. But to take you off the market after 26 years, a dude should be jumping through hoops. Like, your criteria list should be so long for that, it's unreachable. After you've been on 26-year lockdown. The fact that he has someone already says a lot. Well, a lot of these people, a lot of these dudes have someone else already. And a couple of someone else's already. A couple of them. I told her I was out the picture and that she didn't have to worry about me. Maybe his child's mother. This was his wife calling me. Ooh, somebody's wife called you? Okay, you said, yeah, I had an ex. His current woman had called me, and I kept it real with her, and she kept it real with me back in 2001. She just wanted to make sure she wasn't laying up with me. he wasn't laying up with you. Oh, okay. Well, you see, now that's a perfect example. This woman, Cupcake, said that her ex was with some woman, and the woman called her, the wife or whatever called her, or whoever, to find out what the 411 was, and they were cordial to each other, and she was honest. So it don't always have to end bad. It don't always have to be like a shit show. Sometimes you can get some truth out of women if you approach it maturely and with respect, and you're not talking to a thought. You get some good intel. You get some good intel. When you realize you have to do a lot to get the truth about the guy, know right away something is up. Y'all, the difference between getting used and not getting used is your vaginas. I mean, that's it. And I know dudes will say, well, relationships ain't about that, and the dude's mission ain't about that, because the dudes can get it anywhere, and that nonsense, right? About them getting it anywhere. And that's not a dude getting getting it anywhere is none of your concern, because your vagina ain't anywhere. Your vagina is between your legs, and that's the only one you're policing, and that's the only one you're concerned about, and that's the only one you have stipulations, or you can exercise stipulations in order to have access to it. And that's just it. So his argument about getting it anywhere, then go anywhere to get it. Then we don't have to have that discussion there. If you can get it anywhere, then the last thing that we are going to talk about is sex. Thank you for letting me know that your penis is such a hot commodity out here, and you dripping all over town, so that we don't have to have that discussion. Now, what is it that you want with me? What is it that you're going to provide for me? What is it that you're going to do to enhance me? That will be the only thing left to discuss. Once we take sex off the table, since it's not a big deal, and not a criteria for anything, because you have it in an abundant supply, then we don't have to discuss that at all. And in fact, we're not. Next case. Now what? You gotta close your legs. That's the only way the only time we get scammed is when we open our legs, When you ain't opening your legs, life is good, the sun is bright, you're not depressed, you're not sitting around unsure of yourself, thinking about slashing your wrists and all that kind of shit that y'all be thinking about. You ain't thinking about all of that. You all right with you. When your legs are closed, you are always all right with you when your legs are closed. When your legs are open, you don't know if you're attractive. You don't know if he like you. You don't know if you're good enough. You don't know if there's somebody else. You don't know if he's going to marry you. You ain't sure if you're in a relationship or not. You don't know if you're worth what you're asking for. You don't know if your standards are high enough. You don't know if you should lower your standards. You don't know if you should have any standards. And on and on and on and on and fucking on. You become batshit crazy when you open your legs. If he doesn't like you when you're standing up with your knees closed, if you can't have a decent conversation and some decent exchange of energy when your clothes are on and your knees are closed, you know what you have there? Nothing. And somebody said, and your mouth closed too. Well, yeah, let's put that in there too. And your mouth closed too. You say your mother does have low self-worth. Everyone not perfect like you, or she's not wasting her time. Make better choices. There's a lot of women with low self-worth. Women, for the most part, identify themselves with who they're with. You know you're worth something because somebody loves you. Most women are like that. So we tend to not want to be alone. We feel worthless when we're alone. And we make poor decisions when we feel alone or lonely. And I would say for the most part, listen, enter the course ain't nothing to play with. It ain't nothing to play with. You see that thing called intercourse makes a lot of us think we are in relationships when we are not. When we are not. Is he coming to check on you even though he's not fucking you? Is he helping you pay bills even though he ain't digging in your ass? Is he picking up your kids from school? Is he making sure you're safe? He doing a patrol in your house? Or what is he doing to make you think that you're in a relationship besides fucking the shit out of you? Hello? Well, he loves me. How you know he loves you? Well, he always comes twice when we make love. He comes 2 times. He'll come and then he'll get right back up again. So that's how I know he loves me. Cause he comes 2 times. Every time we do his suckers, he comes 2 times. He can screw me for hours, Salkis, hours and hours. That's how I know he loves me. Don't he do that with his fiance? And his other 2 girlfriends too? Don't he come all night long with them too? If a dude can screw you all night long, he can screw any woman all night long. It ain't because your vagina is so fire. It ain't because your shit got so much fire in it. Dudes, if he hitting it up 2 or 3 times, he can nut in you 2 or 3 times in one night. He doing that to you, Sally, Roberta, Janine, Cynthia, Martha, Susan, Linda, Lisa. And Emma too. I don't know who Emma is. Emma too. He doing it with all of them. Somebody said Mike and Jeff. You know what? I'm done. Somebody said add Mike and Jeff in there. And Mike and Jeff. He doing it with Susan, Roberta, Martha, Mike, and Jeff. Okay. Okay. That's what gets us tripped up. Sex makes you think you're in a relationship when you're not. Sex makes you think you are loved when you are not. It's designed to do that. That's why it should be the last thing you do. It should be the last exchange that you make. It needs to be sacred. It needs to be held at bay. Held at bay. Who is calling me? I'm gonna have to get off this live now. So, that's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. It ain't never over for no woman as long as you keep your legs closed. Megan Thee Stallion went on a drunk rant about how every dude she sleeps with come 3 times minimum and how dudes don't last and go long with her. Meanwhile, she's single. Oh, Lord. You see what I'm saying? Every dude she sleep with come 3 times and she's single. A lot of us be overselling our shit. I ain't saying Megan do that. I'm just saying in general, a lot of us be overselling it. Y'all need to start underselling your shit. When these dudes be in your face about sex, you need to just say, nah, you know, if that's what you're looking for, you're gonna be disappointed, buddy. There's nothing here. There's nothing spectacular here. You need to start underselling it, so you can move on to the more important conversations. If he wants to move on to discuss anything else besides that, you need to know that quick. And the quickest way to do that is to undersell your shit. Start telling these dudes, I'm a lazy screw. I'm real lazy. Ain't no bells and whistles in this thing. That ain't my claim to fame. You gotta be honest about it. Some of y'all, it's really about being honest. Hello, truth be told, it's really about being honest. I ain't even telling you to lie. Some of us, it's just about being honest about that. That ain't your selling point. That's not your selling point. Thank you, Mr. Wright. He has to give me at least money, time, affection. Oh boy. When are we gonna stop doing this? Y'all keep your magic under your hat. You know, Meg Thee Stallion have to tell nobody that dudes skeet off in her three times in a session, and that they can't last long. So I'm like, this chick wanted all night long. Ooh, you just make yourself a target. Let them wonder about your thunder. Let them wonder about your thunder. Let them wonder about your thunder. Don't confirm or deny nothing. Don't confirm or deny nothing. Nah, black women stuff like gold. John said black women stuff like gold. I'll let y'all tell it. Not everybody's. Not every woman. So stop that lie. She said she go 4 rounds. She said all of that. Wow. I think Erykah Badu and other powerful women make men go crazy because she doesn't have sex often. Now, how you know Erykah Badu don't have sex often? How you know that? Is that what she said? Erykah said she don't do it a lot. Joe says she has a point to prove. Yeah. I'm like, listen, you ain't got no point to prove with sex. There's no point to prove. There's no point you can prove with sex. None whatsoever. A dude can. Don't I say this on this channel all the time? A dude can come hard in you. Hard. You could empty out his scrotum till it starts to whistle. Till his fucking nutsack has a goddamn echo. Okay. You done emptied out and sucked out all the sperm from now until 6 months from now. Goddamn sack got a goddamn echo. And he still walks away. Tips his hat and goes, that was great. And if I never see you again, I just want to thank you. Get the fuck out of here. That's what a dude would do. You could empty out the dude's scrotum. Both balls. I mean, both balls. Nothing in them. And the dude will go, thank you for your service. And if I never see you again, you've given me the experience of a lifetime. Is Erykah Badu single? I believe she is. I love Erykah. I love Erykah. She's just a unicorn. She does what she wants to do. She's I guess she's empowerment personified, but the men don't stick around. I don't know what if the milk's gone bad, not enough sugar in the lemonade. I don't know. I don't know, but don't nobody stay too long, and I don't know if that's her or if that's them. I don't know what it is. But those are eclectic types, because Lauryn Hill is the same way. Lauryn Hill, can't nobody satisfy Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill cannot be satisfied. These they own their space. They do what they want to do. They do what they want to do. You said Andre still ain't been right after Erica, but I doubt it's her sex. Common is the other victim. You said Andre ain't been right after them. I don't know. Maybe she put that black girl magic on there for real. Maybe she put it on there for real. But anything that makes somebody batshit crazy, I don't know if it ain't fortifying nobody. If everybody losing their mind, then I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I would believe it about Kiki Wyatt. She got men adopting 9 babies. Kiki Wyatt got black girl magic. That girl, I don't know about nobody else, but Kiki Wyatt got black girl magic. But she another one, they don't stick around. They don't stick around too long, Her level of crazy is exciting for a while, and then they go, I've had enough. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. But let's see, maybe I think this is baby number 10. I think this is baby number 10. So maybe this one's the charm. Maybe this one is it. I'm hoping this one is it, because I love her. I love her too. She got black girl magic. She got the black girl magic. A dude marry you and you got 8 kids trailing behind you. You sitting on something. You sitting on something. Okay. Erica got skills. You can tell by her lyrics and her vibe. A lot of these celebrities don't be as highly sexual as y'all think. It's all show. A lot of these celebrities it be show. If y'all thinking is it must be wild because they do what they do on stage, and a lot of times it be real regular. It be real regular, like real regular. Meg Thee Stallion is a young woman that likes to party. Yeah, she does. She's very attractive, very charismatic, highly sexual, So she's just doing what she does. She's just doing what she does best. You said Shaka Khan is an act? Yeah. Exactly. That's a good example. Cardi B may be regular. Cardi is a little gutter. I don't know. I think she might be nasty on the back. I think Cardi might be nasty on the front end and the back end. I think. You said you heard Shaka got down back in the days. Actually, I heard that too. I had a client who worked with her, who performed with her back in the days, and she had a drug habit. So there's that part. So the wild part doesn't necessarily mean skill more than it means recklessness, just reckless, that kind of thing. That's what it is. Yeah, Cardi got skills, but what's her name? What her husband name? I was gonna say Dipset. What her husband name again? Y'all know her husband name. He don't stay home with all that all that tongue play she do. She still gotta monitor his ass too. Dude be looking around, playing on his DMs, playing with other chicks on his DMs. As nasty as Cardi is, I'm like, how you gonna cheat on her? You got a stripper girl who give you money. The girl's a stripper and she give you money. Ex-pole dancer, all kind of stuff, and she give you money, and you want to cheat on her? Y'all look. That's what it is. So y'all, let me go because I haven't eaten anything for the day yet. I gotta make a run to the store. Make some runs out here in this corona world. Pick of them kissing. Who was kissing? Who is all you remember about Megan is her body. Her body's beautiful. Beautiful body. Beautiful body. Get it while you can. Get the coins while you can. But a lot of these chicks, you know, they still single with all they got going on. So we could toot our own horns about our sexual prowess and how much ability we got. But if somebody somewhere in the bush is like, it was all right. I had that. Ain't that what Ray J said? I had that. I hit it first. Ain't Ray J said that? I hit it first. Listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. So y'all, listen, I have talked for almost 2 hours. And I hope you enjoyed this love session and got all kinds of wisdom out of this thing. And I guess the takeaway and to bring it on home is that it expect relationships to kind of coast. It goes through its ups and downs. It's never going to be what it was at the beginning. So if you're chasing that feeling of being his girlfriend, that's impractical and it's not realistic and it's just physically and psychologically undoable. Physically, psychologically undoable to be a first when he done had you 20 years. So we got to get over all of that. We got to make the best with what we got, whatever stage of the relationship it's at, and don't condemn these dudes in public, you know, for likes and whatever else you think you're going to high five. I don't know what you're going to get or for social media, but it's not worth the conversation that you would have to have when the cameras are off and your man is asking you why you do that. Now your man is looking at you funny style because you didn't honor the relationship. It wasn't worth all the reveal and letting people know what you're the common woman or whatever was achieved with that. You talk to him about that. You take a vacation together and be done with it. But don't expect the dude to be grabbing your butt every day, all day. When he has seen your ass, seen it bleeding, seen you shitting, smelled it and all that kind of stuff for 20 years straight, how is he supposed to treat you like he just saw you when he done seen you for 20 years? It's impossible to do. Impossible to do. So we deal with things as they are. And the reality of it, love changes over time. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Did I see Lizzo embarrass herself while twerking for Diddy and his sons? Oh, Lord. Lizzo still trying to twerk out here. Wasn't she humiliated enough? Hamburger, what is wrong? It's wrong. You see, when we try to do the Vixen thing, when that ain't our lane, Lizzo, that ain't your lane, boo. You should have sang an opera song or something. That was your chance to sell a few records. Sing a cappella or something like that. Twerk. Because you got something to prove. You want to show that fluffy girls are sexy too. Oh Lord, have mercy. When we gonna get it right? When we gonna get it right? I didn't see it. Now I gotta go look. What? It was on Puffy's Instagram or something like that. Where was it at? Where can I see the beautiful bean footage? Nobody knows? All right, I have to look. You said Lizzo does the most. It was unnecessary. Yeah. We trying. We be trying out here. We be trying to prove a point. Oh, it's on YouTube? Oh, okay. All right, let me go see what Lizzo up to. Let me go see what she doing now. Let's see what she's doing now to be sexy. Oh, okay. So, it's in the shade room. Why is she looking for approval from these dudes? She's looking for it just like all women are looking for it. Trying to affirm herself through sexualizing herself. Because society says that women like her aren't sexy. So she's insisting on being sexy by exploiting her own self. Since nobody wants to exploit her, she's exploiting her own self. This is what she's doing. Unfortunate but true. Unfortunate but true. So Puffy was like, "This, you doing it on Easter Sunday of all days? How you want to twerk on Easter?" Did he stop her from twerking but then allowed Drea to twerk while his kids were watching? Who's Drea? I don't even know who Drea is. Okay, so Drea must have a nice body. Drea had a cute shape. She had a fat booty. Listen, before there's a lot of these dudes. What's it? I seen Boosie. Who did someone else I saw doing these lives where they have these strippers. They directing these strippers to pour milk on themselves, twerking and all kind of. I've seen a lot of impromptu live strip thing going on with these so-called celebrity dudes directing these hoes. What's going on with that? What's going on with that? I've seen so much pornography on Facebook since this lockdown. It's unreal. It's like unreal what I have seen. I've seen a homeless chick getting ate out, a homeless crackhead chick getting ate out in the middle of the street. I've seen some other chick butt naked on a subway train in New York City dancing with some dude with the titty was long as her kneecaps. I'm like, what? Every time I turn around, some other debauchery on my timeline. I'm like, Facebook, what y'all not on y'all grind. It's a lot of porn. You said celebrity men are gutter. And there it is. And there it is. Tory Lane's quarantine radio. She was moving her hips a little. Oh, so it's quarantine radio? Lord, that gives off. Okay, Rosemary said it gives off gay vibes. Are they on YouTube? Quarantine radio? Is that YouTube also? Y'all, it's a mess. You said your Facebook is boring. Mine ain't. I've been unfollowing people like crazy. Like, oh, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. I'm like, yo. So listen. Keep your head on. Y'all don't let this quarantine turn y'all into sluts, okay? Because you're not going to be able to outrun it. When the quarantine is over, people are going to remind you that you've been sucking dick or whatever for cash. They're going to remind you. So all I'm saying is be careful. Do not buckle. I know y'all getting recruited out here. I'm saying don't buckle. It's Pandora's box. You're not just going to shake your ass for a couple of coins if a dude got a couple more $100 to put his finger in your ass crack. You're going to do that too. So I'm saying is just hold on. Don't buckle down. Don't buckle down. I'd rather you move back home with your mother before you sell some ass. Move back home with your mother or your auntie before you sell ass out here. Okay? Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm really, really begging you. So listen, y'all. I gotta go check out all of my websites. I'm a darkgirl.com, which is my latest one, focused on dark skin girl stuff. The uglygirlsclub.com. You need to join the club if you're an ugly girl. You want support, ongoing support, and to be fed wisdom and energy that you need to make it through life. How to make it through and navigate through this environment called society. Please become a member of that. If you are not an ugly girl and you just nosy, you could be here on YouTube with me. You ain't got to go ahead and do nothing on the site and pretend like you down or nothing like that, because I don't need your vote like that. You can just be right here. You just be right here, and I prefer you to be right here. All that said, and check out my art site, iloveherart.com, y'all. I am an artist as well. I'm a Renaissance woman. I do it all. I do it all because I can. So do that. And if you need private coaching, you can always contact me. Let me know what's going on, and we can set that up. info@theuglygirlsclub.com. Let me know what's going on with you, so we can get that popping. All right. So I'm out of here. Let me go get some fruits and vegetables, and get out of this damn quarantine situation for a second. Get some air. All right, y'all, I'm out. Thank you for the donations and the love. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Pass along this video if you like, to support and all that stuff. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.